The things she had. Mom and sister was the parenting system. Tucked him into bed at night. Good night. Then on his head she kissed him. Lights go out. That's when it started. Yeah. Little Christopher became very scared. So here in his closet things began to move back and forth. That of course was all in his head. Don't need no sugar for bed. What's the meaning of waking up from a dream screaming? All the while singing, I got it upside down, smiling, I gotta wipe my frown, dry my eyes. Kids, this is how it is when you're older. Wake up and you're bipolar, got an upside down, smiling, I gotta wipe my frown, dry my eyes. Kids, this is how it is when you're older. Wake up and you're bipolar. Before he became a man, he almost lost his fam, sis, and mom again. In the school bathroom, vomiting, shaking up, mood swings, who swings when waking up. Dude seems cool, but he's really breaking up. People go in and out of his life. He missed out on his wife, so he decides to go and grab a knife and take himself to the other side of the sun. 'Cause if he stays here, then more pain will just come. Take him away from this. If he could escape from this, he'd even pay to make this his last day. Then a ray from the sky shined on him, and God smiled on him. Now the whole world gets to hear him sing. I got an upside down, smiling, I gotta wipe my frown, dry my eyes. Kids, this is how it is when you're older. Wake up and you're bipolar. Got an upside down smile tonight. Gotta wipe my frown, dry my eyes. Kids, this is how it is when you're older. Wake up and you're bipolar. What do you think?
That was beautiful.
Thank you. Thank you. That's really sweet of you.
Yeah, that was quite beautiful.
Thank you.
You need to get some. Can you play an instrument? I think it's lacking some instrumentals.
Well, I can't even sing. I can't even play my voice right. So, no, I don't know how to play an instrument.
I mean, you can't sing or play your voice right.
I don't even know how to sing. I can't stay on tune or hit the right keys, but I can write lyrics pretty good.
Well, that wasn't you singing?
No, that was me singing, but I can't stay on tune.
Hey, I've heard worse. Look at that fucking Justin Bieber.
I can write really good lyrics though, but I would like to sing them, but I'd probably just sell them to someone else so they can sing it.
You need to make a song about like having gay sex or something like that. I think that would definitely be something that would.
I can do that.
I'm sure you have.
Well, I don't know if I'm gay. I don't know.
They should change the lyrics to being bipolar, just to being bi, if you're not sure.
Oh, okay.
Bipolar and bi, hooga. Can you say hooga? I want to hear you say hooga.
Hooga?
Hooga.
Hooga.
Are you into Latin men?
I'm not into humans in general. Like,
just animals?
No, I'm not into
Fish?
Animals. I'm not sexually into anything.
Not sexually into anything?
Yeah, I don't like sexual stuff.
Oh, well. You joined the wrong mumble then, because we're a bunch of fucking perverted assholes. At least I am.
Really?
Yeah.
There's nothing wrong with that.
Well, there's nothing wrong with being the fag either, but, you know.
Are you calling me a fag?
No, Did I call you a fag? I just said there's nothing wrong with being a fag. I didn't say you were a
Well, that
fag.
came out of nowhere.
Well, that's what she said. Sometimes it works, sometimes it doesn't. Kenny, did you wear a Speedo on your vacation?
Only once.
I saw you were riding around on the, were those just wave
Jet
runners?
ski?
Or are those jet skis or wave runners?
Jet skis?
Are they the same thing?
I don't know. I don't know what's a wave runner.
I don't know. Oh, I think I was thinking of a ski-doo. I think a ski-doo is something different than a jet ski.
A Speedo?
No, a ski-doo.
Yeah, that's what I said.
Did you wear a Speedo?
No.
Porto Rizzle is a Latin stud.
Cool. I'm an angel.
You have the voice of an angel.
Thank you. No, but I really am an angel.
You're silly.
I'm an angel. That's why I said I'm not into humans.
Do you like Germans? We know a German guy.
No, I said I'm an angel. I'm not into humans. That's what I mean.
He's not human. He's
Yeah,
German.
He's German. He's not human. He's a Jewish German.
I'm
so
being
that
like
makes
so dead serious too.
But you sound it.
I've been fighting a lot of demons lately. I think the demons are winning.
Did you say Siemens or demons?
Demons with a D.
Yeah, I know something else begins with D that you've been fighting.
Oh my god. That's not right.
Hold on, I gotta go to the bathroom. My girlfriend might want to come over and talk though.
Sure. Tell her I'm an angel. I don't think he believes me.
Maybe.
Do you believe me?
I believe you.
Cool.
With a voice like that, how could you not be?
That's really sweet. Thank you, Porto Rizzle. It's tough, Porto.
Being an angel?
Yeah, it really is. It's really tough. I think Junkyard's a demon. Who? Oh, you think? Well, I mean, demons are just angels, but different kinds of angels. I really don't have time to stay. I don't know what I'm gonna do tonight.
Well, it was nice meeting you, Angel.
Aww. Do you have Steam?
Yes.
Add me. My name's Angel.
Alright, I'm back. I just took a fucking nice dirty shit.
I just linked in chat. I linked my my Steam info if you want to add me.
Molested 4 times between the ages of 4 and 6.
I'm getting some pretty intense therapy right now. If you click the view more info, you can see the my whole info.
Very interesting. Oh. Hey Kenny,
Yes.
what do you need to come? You need to come take a vacation to Massachusetts with you guys. So Uncle Joe can take Raiden or whatever the hell his son's name is out on the boat.
I didn't think you were allowed around children.
No, that's a myth. That never convicted me. So I could take your little son on the boat and teach him how to fish and stuff, and I promise I won't sail him back to Mexico.
You're recording this?
Yeah, I figured I might as well document it. It's not every day somebody meets an angel, so.
I just consider it being an angel when you have so many demons to fight.
You ever see that show Touched by an Angel?
No.
Well, there's a show called Touched by an Angel, but I guess you wouldn't really like that show because you don't like to be touched.
I know.
Do you touch yourself?
That's not appropriate.
What about when you're in the shower and you're washing? Do you like?
I don't know.
Do you wear like gloves or something? Do you take showers?
Yeah.
I take one like about once a week. Are you into military men?
I'm not into guys. I'm not into girls.
Oh, just animals, right? What's your favorite animal? Like dolphins? A lot of guys like the dolphins.
Yeah. I like dolphins.
Do you like rainbows?
Yeah. Do you?
I like full spectrum of colors, but not necessarily rainbows themselves. I'm not into arches. I like 90-degree angles. Arches are just kind of round.
Porto, you're my third friend ever.
How many other mumbles have you molested?
Why do you use those words?
What? Which words? Molested? You used it.
Touching myself, molested. You know, these kind of like to the point.
I'm just reading your goddamn info and using the words that you've already used. It's not like these words are new to you. So.
Yeah, I don't know. I should just take all that off my profile.
Well, yeah. I mean, if you're not comfortable with those words, you probably shouldn't use them yourself.
No, I'm comfortable with them. I'm just trying to. Why are you like poking at me? I don't get it.
I'm not poking you. My girlfriend get pissed off.
Just because like a lot of I've had stuff happen doesn't mean I'm like have low IQ.
Didn't say you had a low IQ. Well, bipolar coming. Here comes the bipolar. Your favorite drink is mineral water?
Mm-hmm.
What is mineral water? I don't even like Poland Springs, is that mineral water?
No. It's bubbly water. It's carbonated.
Like like a spritzer?
Not really.
So it's just carbonated water.
Well, kind of.
I want to have this discussion about religion with you because my girlfriend. This is the stupidest thing. Tell me what you think about this, right? I really want your honest. Right. So me myself, I am the furthest away from a religious person you could possibly meet. I've never been in church. I don't believe in God. I don't believe any of that fucking bullshit.
Oh my god, really?
Right?
Okay.
But my girlfriend, she's a Christian conservative. I think I'm more of a liberal type, but she's a Christian conservative. My girlfriend's Christian conservative. I don't believe in Jesus or all that bullshit, and she's a Republican.
Okay.
So, how the hell have we survived together for a year? That's beyond me. I just thought I'd throw that out. So,
go ahead.
How do you feel about religion? I see you don't believe in religion, but you believe in all religion. That seems like a contradictory statement right there.
Yeah, it's kind of meant. I don't like words either. I think words are just meant to break us apart. For instance, I could be describing God and you could be describing God, but that word has such a powerful connotation that you're kind of pigeonholed into thinking like a really
well,
you know.
Let me rephrase what I might say. I don't believe in religion. I guess it's exactly what you're trying to say. I don't believe in religion. I believe that, hey, I'm of the idea that I don't know. I just don't know, and I don't think anybody else knows, even if they say they do. If there is a God, or whatever you'd like to call him, a creator, or somebody that was, helped form our, existence, it has nothing to do with Christianity. It has nothing to do with Jesus.
I don't think God created humans. I think God created everything, and then humans evolved. Well, I'm not going to get into how humans evolved because I have different theories of the standard mainstream view of evolution.
So you don't think we came from monkeys?
I think we came from monkeys, but
I
think
we didn't come from monkeys, though. We have a common ancestor with monkeys.
I honestly think we were just genetically engineered by a higher intelligence.
Yeah, maybe.
By a ancient civilization that came to Earth and created us out of monkeys. I believe that, but I don't believe that God made humans. I believe that God made the universe, and there are some naturally evolving species that did evolve into higher intelligences, and then they came to Earth and created us. So I think the God of the Bible is just this higher intelligence. Like, for instance, if you created you created life, you would tell them, I am God, worship me, make sacrifices to me, bow down before me on Sunday, pray. Like the real God would never demand things of, God is just all everything combined, right? Mm-hmm. So God is not conscious or anything, and God doesn't talk to humans or anything. So I do believe that we were made by ancient civilizations. So I don't believe...
You can believe what you want, but honestly, if you think about it, you don't know. Just like I said, you don't know that. You can want to believe that, but you don't know. Just like
about
I don't know.
God?
Yeah, nobody knows.
Well, I'm not claiming to be all-powerful or all-knowing, but I have died several times from overdosing on heroin and meth, and when I came back, I guess you could... I don't know how to describe it, but things changed for me.
Have you ever taken any hallucinogenics?
I take dissociatives.
What's that? I don't even know what that is. Kenny, what's that?
I don't know.
We don't know.
I don't take hallucinogens, I take dissociatives. Dissociatives are like boundary solvents. We all have our own perception of the world, our own name, our body, our six senses, sight, smell, touch, hear, sound. And thought is also a sound. So how we perceive the world is through our ego, is how we interact with the world. Through our socioeconomic status, the clothes we're wearing, our name, and so on and so forth. That's called our ego. And I do believe that when you take dissociatives, they dissociate you from your ego and you become part of all consciousness. So yeah, I have done that before, and I became... it was too much to explain, but yeah.
Yeah, okay. don't know how to respond, but
I do believe in God, and I believe that there are certain things that do happen that you cannot explain, that cannot be attributed to anything but coincidence, and coincidence is just a coincidence of realities. And of course, the people in charge pigeonhole, like, bound up the term coincidence and made it like, oh, shrug your shoulder every time you hear the word coincidence. So I do believe we're all experiencing our own realities, and when they coincide, like you have deja vu when someone calls you, and that feeling that you get when someone's looking at you, like, you know, like all these are like coincidences of realities of different, like your reality versus my reality. When we come together, like stuff like that does happen. I believe that's a good proof of God. But then again, I can never give you a hard proof of God until you've experienced God yourself. So
yeah. Well, like I said, my girlfriend always says that she feels God and all this other
yeah,
bullshit. I'm like,
that's true.
I don't feel
Some
that
people,
shit. So I don't know.
Some people don't care to feel God. Like it doesn't impact their day-to-day lives.
Well, all I know is that the people that do believe in a God, and you know, like you can come up with any, you know, weird, you know, theories behind, you know, being you know, having our planet terraformed and aliens coming down and seeding the planet with whatever. But you know, you got, in my experience, I think that you got to look at the major religions that are, I feel, are more like brainwashing people, I think. And
I would agree with you, because I do believe that when religions did come out, I do believe that several powerful people or bloodlines, or, you know, the people who kind of run the show in the background that you don't know about, the people that pull the strings behind Obama, like Valerie Jarrett and David Axelrod, and there's people behind them like the Trilateral Commission, Council on Foreign Relations, and the Bilderbergers, and behind that there's a bunch of inner circle groups and stuff like that. So it keeps going back all the way. And at the very, you know, at the very heart of things, I do believe I know what that is. But they've been controlling our planet since the very beginning, and I do believe they've sucked all the real spiritual teachings out of all three major religions and kind of spoon-fed the skeleton of what was left to the rest of the population. So the people who want to control, like, the power and the knowledge dissemination, they burned the great library of Alexandria that all had all the occult true knowledge of the Gnostics and stuff. They persecuted through the Spanish Inquisition in the Dark Ages. They persecuted Gnostic Christians and people who had the real true spiritual teachings. They killed them all off, and they stored it all in the Vatican and so on and so forth. So people with the real true religion, spiritual knowledge, have all been persecuted and killed off, and the real true knowledge and power has been kind of stored away for the ones that kind of control us with that power now. And now what we have is a skeleton of what was once left of the religions. It's all one main religion. Judaism made Christianity, Christianity made Islam, and they've all been segmented three different ways and forced to fight each other for profit. So you can kind of see how the true spiritual teachings have all been kept for the truly elite and select and powerful, and the rest have just been disseminated to us.
You can go even further than that. I mean, and I would like to go even further than that, and saying that
we can go as far back as you want.
Even those people with their, you know, religion of Judaism evolved into, you know, Christianity or Islam or whatever. I think those are all, you know, bullshit too. Like I'm agree with you that I think here's what I believe, right? And this is how I feel, and this is just from my own personal experience, is that I don't believe in magic. I don't see magic on a daily basis. I don't believe it. I never see it. I don't feel.
I do it.
Okay, well, I don't see it, and I don't feel it, and I don't never seen
I could show you. For instance, I can set things on fire with my hands. Last time I did this in front of someone, it was a bet. I'm like, I can control my chi energy, and I can set this piece of newspaper on fire with my hands. And this was back in college in 2007. And my roommate was like, you can't set things on fire. I'm like, yes, I can. So I set the newspaper on fire. And he's like, okay, let me see your hands. I showed him my hands, and he like smelled my fingertips. He's like, okay, what kind of chemicals are you putting on your fingertips? Where's the lighter? Where's the cigarette? So it doesn't really matter. Like, even if I did like come up to you and do something miraculous or magic, as you would call it, you would probably not believe it even more fervently. You'd kind of like dig your heels in, and you know what I'm saying? Like,
So
if you look at things on YouTube and see genuine like chi manipulation, you know, like anything like real on YouTube, you're just gonna be like, that's obviously fake. I'd have to see it in real life. Someone would have to do it to me in real life, and then I will do it to you in real life, and you'd be like, okay, no, you're also faking that. Like, there's no, like, if you have a paradigm or a worldview, there's no changing that. Like, I couldn't do anything to change your worldview about anything.
You could change, and this is something that. Have you ever heard of a guy named the Amazing Randy?
Of course, and of course.
Okay, well,
I've heard of a lot of everything.
Okay, well,
I'm an angel.
That's true. Well, you know, I'm of his thing, and he offered his, and I'm not trying to say that you're not special, because you're definitely a special angel, but you know, in my experience, you know, if you wouldn't be the only one, right? Like, there's got to be more than one person out there that has some sort of special abilities.
Certainly, but if you had special abilities, you don't need $1 million.
That's true, but you figure that somebody out there
okay, first of all, anyone that did come forward with a special ability, like, people who do have them, like, are very... There's several reasons. I mean, and I don't really want to get into them, because it'll just seem, like, too simple for you, or, like, you'd probably laugh at me if I try to explain to you why people don't enter those challenges.
Okay, well, I mean... Even with you, I mean, you seem very...
Real people...
when I said something about magic, you came right forward and said you believe, and then
I certainly believe in magic. Do you believe in miracles?
No, I don't believe in miracles. But my point is that you're trying to make the argument that people wouldn't... What about...
Okay, let me just name some miracles.
Let me just finish it. You're trying to say that people wouldn't come forward and wouldn't want to expose themselves with information, but you seem very, very forthcoming with information that you can do miracles and that you can set stuff on fire.
I can't do miracles.
Okay, well,
only God can do miracles.
Well, I guess you can, whatever your definition of miracles is. Setting stuff on fire. Well,
here's the definition of miracles. What I was just trying to tell you is that a miracle is, you cannot control miracles. God does them. Magic is the opposite of miracles. It's something you control with your own ego. So magic is like the same thing as a miracle, but you have no control over miracles. You have full control over magic.
Okay,
and that's the difference.
That's whatever. You say tomato, I say tomato.
I'm just explaining the definition.
My point is that you know, you're trying to say that people wouldn't come forward if they had some sort of ability to do something, you know, crazy, but you seem very forthcoming with the information that you could set stuff on fire and you could do
and
crazy
I stopped
stuff.
Doing it 7 years ago. I stopped demonstrating anything a long time ago.
But you do seem very proud. You did seem very proud when you said that you could do that, and
I wasn't trying to seem proud. I was just trying to tell you that I can. No one can change the way you think. Not what's going on right now is like you're begging me to try to you want to believe, but you just can't, right? And that's not my job. I can't change your paradigm. What do I want to believe? You want to believe in something as passionately as your girlfriend does, I'm sure, or as passionately as I do, or as passionately as anyone else.
For me, it's
but
the opposite.
Seems like
I want people not to believe anything.
Well, why?
Because
I don't care if you believe or not. Why do you care if I believe or not?
I don't know. That's my problem in life, I guess. Is I have the. To me, it's like I am just a very confrontational and debatable person. I like to debate things and try to understand things. And if I get an opinion on something,
Why do you like to have so much control?
I don't know. Doesn't everybody? Like, I think that's just kind of human nature.
Well, people who are sick tend to want control over as many facets of their life as possible. People who are happy tend to let go and let God.
I don't think that's true at all. I think people are just people. I think there's plenty of people that even believe in God that want control. And that goes back to the whole idea of religion being some sort of form of control. And that's what I believe religion is. And my point, what I was trying to make earlier before you cut me off, was that I don't believe in magic. You can say you do, but whatever. I don't believe it. I don't see it. But I do believe in assholes. And I do believe that people like power and people are greedy. So that's how I interpret religion. I interpret religion as a bunch of people that are assholes and greedy that came up with an idea of how to control people. Because I don't see any magic. You can say you can do it. I haven't seen shit from magic. Not in my real life. Not in internet life.
Well,
not
then
in
it
anything.
doesn't matter. What's
But
the matter to you?
But you know what I do see? I do see assholes. Because I am an asshole. And I do see
You're
people
not an
that are greedy.
asshole.
No, you talk to my friends. I'm an asshole. Kenny, am I an
Yeah,
asshole?
he's an asshole.
Yeah, see,
He's
they
an
don't
asshole.
know I'm an asshole. See, so I believe that people want control over stuff, and I believe people like power, and I do see a lot of greedy people. One thing I'm not is greedy, but there are a lot of greedy assholes out there. So when it comes down to religion, that's what I think it is. I think religion was something came by people wanting control and being greedy and being assholes, but it has nothing to do with walking on water or making water into wine or fucking Noah's Ark or any other crazy shit.
I kind of came into this conversation a little late, but pretty much all I've gathered from it is that you're an angelic wizard. Am I right? No.
No. Well, I'll tell you what I am if you give me a minute.
He's bipolar, we know that.
I came into this world, pretty innocent, right? And a lot of bad stuff happened to me. So I started to try to figure out, why does evil exist? And I hated the reason I was alive. I tried to kill myself a few times. I did die. I overdosed several times on heroin and meth. Just a whole bunch of stuff. And then, people try to talk about God to me. I'm like, yeah, right, whatever. I'm like,
do you know Adam Peasy? Anybody named Adam Peasy?
How would he know Adam Peasy?
I don't know, because he said he overdosed and stuff, and Peasy's very into the drugs, right?
He's never overdosed on anything.
But he's got a lot of drugs.
Not really.
how can I say this?
He does drugs. That's all right. Yeah, I know what you're trying to do, Joe. Just whatever. I'm trying to hear his explanation here.
So what happened to me was eventually, I started reading about black magic and all this stuff, and I was like, is this possible? I started looking up Satanism, Luciferianism, Illuminati, Freemasonry. Went to the Grand Lodge here in Atlanta, Georgia, downtown in 2008. Talked to a lot of people there. They didn't know anything. Like the initiates, the 32nd degree Freemasons didn't know anything. So I just kind of started on my own little quest. And it kind of led me to the conclusion that a lot of evil exists in the world. A lot of it is my own doing. For instance, if I'm having a bad day, I'll go and cuss someone out in a video game, or like play shitty, or just like piss people off on purpose, or take it out on myself by overeating or doing drugs or drinking. You know what I'm saying? So a lot of my own problems I cause myself, and I can trace everything back, why my girlfriend of 10 years left me, why, everything is my own damn fault, right? But then I started really looking back at my early childhood, when I was like 6 years old, and some really bad stuff happened to me when I was 6, but I had no control over that, right? So I can trace all my problems and stuff back to like being molested when I was very young, right? Now I had no control over that. So I started thinking, well, I'm going around spreading like evil through the world by propagating what happened to me when I was young. Either I've been cutting myself or doing drugs or hurting myself because I think I look ugly, or because I just hate myself because I was, violated when I was younger.
Are you a Jew?
No.
Okay.
Okay, so you really threw me off with that. But like, I'm propagating all this evil that happened to me when I was young, right? And
That
I'm
is
thinking,
so good of you.
long story short, I think that I'm here on this earth to fight my demons off. And
Wow.
Come on.
sorry.
Give the guy
let me just
a chance
finish.
to talk.
Let me just
Sorry,
finish.
go on. No, this is very interesting. Please proceed.
Okay, sorry. So a lot of bad things happened to me, and instead of like take it out on myself and on other people throughout the rest of my life, I'm here to man up and like face the evils of the world and conquer them instead of killing myself or doing bad things to others. Like I'm here to like man up and fight my demon. I like to call them demons, but it doesn't matter what you call them. They're not really demons, or they might be, I don't know. But it's just to fight the evils that this world has given me, and therefore cleaning up the world a little bit and making God's world a better place. So it's like a lot of people don't really address the issues they were born with or what happened to them in their past or anything like that, and without knowing it, they just spread the evil. They drink, take it on themselves, beat, you know what I'm saying, like bury themselves in video games and virtual realities just to escape the real world and reality and feelings and emotions. And I think eventually that will do you in, or it'll cause a lot of great harm to those you love and yourself, so you'll make the world a worse place than it was before you got here. So I think my job is to make the world a better place than it was when I got here by fighting my own demons. And if everyone just fought their demons, the world would be perfect. So I'm doing my part.
Now, what if I told you that I don't believe in evil? Like, I don't believe that there's right and wrong or anything. That's just life. I think everything is just what it is. Like, I don't think even, and this is just a weird theory I came up with, is I just, like, our versions of right and wrong and moral stuff is just all based on rules that we've created. Like, I don't think in the universe it makes one shredded difference whether we murder something or kill an ant or kill a human or do it. Like, I'm not saying this is something I would do. I don't think that there's any sort of evil or good. It's just, life is life, and the universe is the universe, and has nothing to do with demons or semen or anything crazy.
Demons or semen? What?
Well, some demon. I mean, how do you think the demons get around? They have to spread their semen. Is that you think that's a crazy theory behind life? Is that there is no good or evil? It's just life?
Are you talking to me?
Yeah.
I think it's fine.
So, wait a minute. So you're 26, right?
Mm-hmm.
And then you were with a girl for 10 years, and she left you?
Mm-hmm.
So you're with her since you were like, 15?
15 to 25. And she cheated on me and ended up marrying the guy within a month.
And then at what point did you decide you liked men?
I don't like men. I'm not attracted.
No. We mean like a homosexual.
I don't like men. I just said that.
So you still, I mean, I know you don't like humans. That's what you said, right? She kind of tainted
Yeah, more or less.
She tainted your.
So wait, what? Wait, what?
He likes animals.
Oh, is he a furry?
Are you a furry?
I'm gonna leave now, but it was nice talking to you.
No,
I
are you a furry?
I liked your singing. That singing was good.
Thank you. I sing.
I like the singing.
Yeah.
I was singing?
Yeah, he was singing.
Beautiful.
He had a good bipolar song.
Mm-hmm.
Do you have any more songs you could sing?
Yeah, I do actually, but I feel a little bit intimidated now, and I feel like I'm getting trolled, and I'm probably about to get banned soon.
Sorry, I'll leave.
That'd be nice.
I wasn't trolling you yet, but I guess a little bit.
You've been trolling me this whole time, bro.
Well, somewhat. I've had actually some of the conversation was.
No, I know it might not be trolling. It might be your actual personality.
Yeah, I think it's just everything. I am the scourge of the internet.
People, you're just socially awkward. That's all, Junkyard. I still love you.
I'm not that socially awkward. I know socially awkward people. I'm not that.
I don't know if you have any ability to troll, I consider you socially awkward to begin with. You know, or not socially awkward. And I don't believe anyone's just an asshole for no reason. So I don't believe you're an asshole. I just feel like you might have some problems that you're dealing with as well. And I wish you the best with that.
Right?
We're all dealing with problems. Some are bigger than others.
I guess.
He's got your number.
What number? I haven't given my number yet. I don't know about what problems I have, but I'm sure everybody has problems, but I don't have...
I'm not a therapist. You might need to get one.
I don't think I do, because I'm happy with my life, even though my life is kind of
You kind of laughed there. You kind of giggled when you said, my life is happy, and then you kind of laughed, and that made me kind of think twice.
I don't know.
You don't know. Okay.
These guys know me pretty well. I mean, I've known Mammal Sauce for 5 or 6 years now, and
that's good.
Porterizzle for
I think you're fucking miserable.
I don't think I'm miserable.
I don't think he's miserable.
I think he hates himself too.
I don't think you know, like, if you're happy or not.
I went fishing today. I was pretty happy. I had sex with my girlfriend on my little boat. That was pretty good. I don't know. I'm pretty happy with that. I don't have to work, so that's good. I don't have any stress in my life. So I'm pretty happy.
Are you?
Yeah. Like I said, I don't have to worry about my girlfriend cheating on me because she's like a Christian freaking moral person. So.
Well, I mean, you don't have to like defend like why you have no stress or like why you're happy. To me, I mean, usually when people talk, they're kind of just talking to themselves. There's like 2 reasons people talk. One is to talk to themselves, and 2 is to tell whoever they're communicating with that they love them, and everything else is just not even worth it. For instance, when I'm talking to someone about their problems or their day or whatever, like, I don't really care or empathize, or I might, but I'm just listening and talking to them just to tell you, hey, like, hey man, I love you, like, you're my best friend and I'm there for you, you know. That's all what all conversation boils down to, is just the transference of energy and saying, like, I love you, man. Like, that's what it all comes down to.
No, not for me, for you. See, that's where you're going off. I think you have your own idea of reality and your own personal reality and things that you do with yourself. Other people have other things that they do with themselves, and
sure.
I don't think that necessarily applies to everybody.
See, this is an example of you just talking to reaffirm your own beliefs and just to hear yourself talk.
No, I'm just talking to argue your point. You're saying that everybody...
because listen,
you're saying that
earlier...
People,
okay, go on.
No, go ahead.
Like earlier, you were trying to convince me how your life is happy, you don't have any stress and all this and that. I really don't need to be convinced of that. It seems like you're just trying to convince yourself you're happy and you don't have any stress. That's why you're trying to put all that energy into saying all that. I really don't care.
Well, if you didn't care, you wouldn't have. You made a statement that and tried to categorize me and put me into the same box that you're in, and I'm just saying that I'm not in your fucking box. I'm in my own fucking box. I'm just saying, and that's my point, is that everybody's got their own shit going on, and for you to try to generalize people with your thought process.
I'm not generalizing you, man.
Yeah, a little bit.
I'm not.
You're just looking at me and saying, okay, well, this is what goes on in my life, so everybody else has to, have the same...
That's just your way of thinking, and it's warped. No. Yeah, you just think that I'm thinking that.
I'm not the one that was molested and has died, all right? Your perception of reality is
I'm not judging you.
You don't think your reception of reality is a little warped?
I'm not judging you, dude.
Okay, I didn't ask you for I'm just saying, you don't think that any of your thoughts are a little warped themselves? That maybe you're the one that's a little bit off?
No.
Well, I think there's people in this room that might think you're a little bit off, and they might not think that most highly of me, but I don't think that they think I'm freaking nuts. But I think people...
No one thinks you're nuts. No one thinks you're stressed out. Just don't worry about it, dude.
Okay, my point is that I think some people could make the case. And
I don't know, like, how you got so defensive all of a sudden. Like, was it something I said?
Yeah,
like, I really didn't mean to get you on the defense. I really didn't mean to. I should go, dude. I'm really sorry.
Okay, if you want. Can you sing us a song before you go, though?
Maybe you can look at the recording that you're doing and see like what I said
I want a
when I
different
got
song.
defensive. No, I'm not talking about songs. If you can look at the conversation and see exactly where like it started to go bad, and
It started
like-
to go bad when you tried to, like I said, generalize me and put me under your thoughts on how you perceive life and things, and put me on the thing saying that I'm the one that's screwy or whatever. I don't know. I forget the exact word.
I didn't say anything.
I know you didn't. I know you didn't say screwy, but you tried to say that I'm
I
the one with
didn't.
issues.
No, I never said anything like that. That's your own mind interpreting whatever I'm saying because you're defensive and insecure like that, and you're interpreting things that way. I never said anything like that. I told you I'm not judging you, and I have no idea where you're getting any of this except for your own mind.
I will have to go back on the tape because you definitely tried
Right.
to. I mean, it wasn't saying that it was hateful or any sort of like mean or anything like that, but it was you putting your perception of reality and saying that
you're right. I might have. I'm sorry.
And I'm just saying that I haven't lived your life, and nobody's lived everybody else's life, so you can't try to put somebody in the same mold as you. Like your life's fucked up, and you're going through the shit that you're going through. Then that's fine, but you don't have to think that this person must be going through shit too, because everybody has to be going through shit because I'm going through shit. Does that make sense?
Yeah.
Hello.
Hi, Flops.
Hi, Floppy.
What are you?
So I want to hear some more songs though. Like, you don't have to sing them, but I'd like to hear some lyrics.
What? You rapping?
I
Yeah,
usually
can
go
you
to,
do raps? Can you do like an Eminem type of rap?
I'll give you a beat.
Yeah, I guess I could.
Can you do the beatbox, Flops?
No. Who is this?
This
Is
is yeah. His name is Angel or Silly, or I'm not sure what his name is.
Silly.
Mm-hmm.
Is that your stage name?
We don't have to go back into his history. I'll give you the rundown. He's died a couple times due to overdoses. He's an angel. He was molested. A bunch of other shit, and he doesn't believe in a god per se, that like a Christian god, but he believes that there was a god that created the universe and evolved us out of he took the monkeys and genetically engineered us from monkeys.
He does magic.
And he
That
does
makes
magic
sense.
too. He can light.
I
He can make
do.
fire from his hands.
I used to do magic, yeah.
What's your favorite trick?
Oh no, I do real magic, not like magic tricks.
Oh shit, you do like spells.
Yeah.
Nice. Have you ever taken a man into your mouth?
That's come on. That's uncalled for. We've already established he does not like men. He doesn't like women.
He doesn't
He
like
likes-
humans.
He doesn't like humans. He likes
I
animals.
don't.
Oh, well, I just thought like if you're not a magician, I don't want to say what are you, a mage? A Wiccan, a witch?
No, I just practice
It'd be like a warlock, wouldn't it?
Oh yeah.
Well, I don't know if you guys are actually really interested about this.
Well,
'Cause,
sure, I'm intrigued.
well, I've done black magic and Luciferianism.
Is that you mean like summoning demons?
No, black
I-
magic is
I
like
did
African American
summon-
magic, right?
I think I've summoned one demon, and I can't get rid of it. It's annoying.
The small demon, the minor one.
No, it's a succubus.
Oh shit, that's one of the worst kind.
Yeah, it's pretty
Was
fucking bad.
that your ex-girlfriend that left you and got married? Is that
No,
the succubus?
I summoned a succubus like maybe about 9 or 10 months ago.
He definitely is a warlock, right? Did we establish that? So warlocks have the succubuses, right?
I think you're thinking World of Warcraft.
He could be like a black priest or something.
Are you?
A
He's,
red priest.
I don't know what color he is. I know he's not a Jew.
Yeah, he. While I was explaining something, Junkyard asked me, "Are you a Jew?" I'm like, "No."
Well, usually Jews have some fucked up things going on in their life.
That's pretty
Flops.
racist.
Flops,
Yeah,
Flops, explain to him your theory on how we were put here on the planet.
Which one?
Okay.
No, I don't know. You're the one that you believe.
Here's
the
what I'll
most.
tell. Like, if it makes you more comfortable, here I'll tell you what I believe. Flops.
All right, tell me.
I believe several 100 million years ago, there was an ancient civilization that came here and started messing with life on Earth.
Yeah, ancient aliens.
It gets, a lot deeper than that.
I've seen Stargate.
Stargate, yeah, that's a great movie.
And Prometheus. I've seen both of those. So
I've never seen Prometheus.
that's what it's about. It's about like an engineering race that comes here and
That's
makes
weird.
life.
I honestly believe that we were genetically engineered by like a higher species of life or a higher intelligence.
All right. You want to hear my theory?
Sure. Yeah, I'd love to.
I think that like white people, black people, and Asians are actually all from different planets. And we all came here like thousands of years ago. And
Is
then
this the
forgot about
theory?
it.
Is this the theory with the Eastern civilizations are like the Poseidon and the Western civilizations are like the Zeus?
No.
They're protected by Poseidon. Like Eastern religions, meditation and all this kind of stuff. Those are all Poseidon traits. And then Western civilization with the shock and awe, that was a spear. That's what we shock and awe when we went into Iraq and Iraq was just a proxy war against China, Everything is like East versus West kind of situation. All the Western religions, Christianity, Judaism, all those are all like Zeus guided kind of. I don't know. Never mind. That's a completely different theory.
Which god controls the weather?
It'd be Jesus.
It's really an interesting.
How do you feel about chemtrails? Do you believe in that? Like that? You think that's a real thing?
Yeah, certainly. Certainly, I do believe chemtrails.
We should talk to my brother. That's all he does is look at the fucking sky and complain about chemtrails.
Yeah, chemtrails, aluminum, barium.
Fluoride?
Oh, certainly. I don't drink. We actually have a reverse osmosis system in my home, so we don't get any fluoride. And you know how they filter?
Who do you live with?
You know how they filter? Let me just get this out real quick. If people don't think fluoride is bad, like I've done lectures on this, or public speeches, in my college about fluoride, water fluoridation. Did you know that you can't boil water to get fluoride out? That just condenses the fluoride in there. You can't freeze it. You can't get fluoride out. There's no filter. Brita doesn't filter it. The only way to get fluoride out is either through distillation, where you steam it out and you condense the water again back into the water so that the fluoride is left. You need to do that, which is very expensive. Or you can do reverse osmosis, which there's many different filter upon filter upon filter in the reverse osmosis system. And one of the filters that gets the fluoride out is actually a bone filter, like a real bone, because fluoride binds to the bones in your body and you get increased hip fractures and arthritis, and it actually binds to the pineal gland, which is your third eye chakra, and calcifies it like a rock, so it can't function as an organ anymore. That's where your DMT, your DMT comes from the molecule. The spirit molecule is released from the third eye chakra, and it also
I've done DMT before.
it also regulates your melatonin production, which cuts your sleep cycles, which you have to be asleep by midnight because those are the witching hours according to Christianity, midnight to 3. But according to Islam and Sufism, the mystic traditions of Islam, those hours are between 1 and 4. So you got to be asleep by those hours, and fluoride makes it so it's hard. And it also calcifies your third eye. Not only that, but makes it harder to sleep. But the fact is, the bone filter, that's kind of creepy, isn't it? It's the only way to get rid of fluoride. So I certainly believe in fluoride. Not only was it developed by the Nazis, so was 440 hertz music that we all listen to. It's a standard, like your iPod, YouTube. The standard definition for the recording industry of America, or just the international recording standard, is 440 hertz, which was developed also by the Nazis to increase depression and increase like negative, I think it's anger or something, anger and depression, by listening to 440 hertz music, which is across the board what we listen to, unless you listen to 432 hertz music, which is geometrically perfect and in harmony and resonance with water, which is what natural vibrations are at 432 hertz. But I know a lot of like stuff when it comes to that.
Okay, well tell me, what's the end game? Is it like the kill everyone but the top 10% of the population?
Yeah, certainly. I do believe that the current trend of human population growth cannot be sustained by the current resources that we have, such as water. So yes, there are numerous systems in place to help cull the population and reduce it over a long period of time, such as everything that has been aforementioned, and like every little thing, including additives in food and water, like GMOs, this and that, flu, all everything out there is meant to kill you.
Are we talking New World Order?
Certainly, I don't quite know about the details of the New World Order.
Illuminati?
I do know a lot about the Illuminati, actually.
I bet you do.
I know
When do you
I'm
think they
pretty
started
open-minded.
this?
What do you know with the militia?
The Illuminati started like a long time ago. If you look at forbidden archaeology, or like some ancient artifacts have been discovered that are predate ancient civilization. Like ancient Sumeria was the first civilization of humankind. But it's funny because we existed before ancient Sumeria, in Sumer. The point is that when they defined a civilization, of what a civilization would be, one of the defining traits of a civilization is money, the monetary system. And that's how they got us like locked and chained away. Like in ancient Sumeria already, we had bankers and loans and all this bullshit. So they, like, a civilization is defined by the control of the money system. So they already had us like way back in ancient Sumeria. But I do believe that even before ancient Sumeria, there was several artifacts that discovered that closely resembled the eye and the pyramid, with 13 steps and the eye at the top, the all-seeing eye at the top. And one of these artifacts predated ancient Sumeria, predated any known writing, predated Sanskrit and everything like that. And it glowed under black light. And on the bottom was the star constellation Sirius. And it said, I think they got a professor of linguistics from the International Linguistics Institute, and this guy was fluent in more than 40 languages. And he was a German guy, and he interpreted it. He said that the writing underneath this artifact was pre-Sanskrit, like pre-known anything writing. And it said, the sons of God, or I forgot, but it had the constellation Sirius on there. And so this Freemasonic symbol, this Illuminati symbol with the all-seeing eye, that predates like history, man. It's way older than that. And I do believe
Assassin's Creed shit.
I've never played that game. I
Dude,
play
you
Watch
haven't
Dogs.
played. You're into like ancient aliens shit, and you haven't.
I'm not.
Assassin's Creed?
Well, I mean, I'm not really into ancient aliens. In fact, I've only seen like 2 or 3 episodes.
Dude, you gotta play Assassin's Creed. Bro, what? Alright, so Silly Man, have you written a book? You seem to know enough that you could fill a tome.
A lot has
More
happened
importantly-
to me through like life events and like deep meditation. That's kind
DMT?
of no deep meditation that's kind of set me off and looking like in places where most people maybe might not look to find
Are you
information.
You do
Canadian?
lucid dreaming too, right?
I used to when I was a child. You do lucid dreaming? That means you have a high IQ. That's how I know people are really smart. Sometimes I ask them, "Hey, have you ever had a dream where you can like control it and move around?" And some people are like, "No," but some people are like, "Yeah, dude, oh my god." And then I'm like, "I know you're smart because you need at least like 135 IQ to be able to have lucid dreams." So that's how like instead of asking someone like, "Hey, are you smart?" or like, "Are you
I've had 3 lucid dreams.
great, you're intelligent." So I used to keep a dream journal, but that was when I was a child. Like I don't have really I don't lucid dream because
The
sometimes
fluoride, right?
no, because sometimes you can have sleep paralysis as well.
Right?
Oh, that's scary, dude.
Yeah, and I don't like to have sleep paralysis.
I've never
And
gotten that.
the technique to lucid dream is you have to lie on your back. But if you lie on your back, you're more likely to have sleep paralysis where you like something's standing in the corner watching you and like this
Demon.
dark shadow.
Shadow
and
demon.
you have to fight
I hear
the
if you
shadow
smoke
demon.
a lot of DMT, you come in contact with like extraplanier beings.
Yeah, I've never done DMT, but I do hear like you experience like different dimensions or
See-
something of consciousness.
Maybe, yeah, but like when I was doing it, these 2 guys I was with were trying to tell me that they like saw the same girl in their visions or some shit, and they thought they were seeing some spiritual stuff. But when I did it, I just got really fucking high.
That's what my buddy Muhammad said happened to him. He was like embraced by some like godly being or something, but like
Yeah, that's just being really high.
I've heard a couple people
Well,
say the
I-
same shit.
I
DMT?
I don't know. It was random. I just wanted to bring it up.
The thing about using substances to reach like enlightenment or whatever you want to call it is that sure it's genuine but there's debate whether it comes from the right source, and also if you did try to reach enlightenment through like a proper means, like a proper channel through like clean house, body, mind, that you will be like less likely to reach as high of awareness you would if you otherwise had not deprecated your brain or depleted it of the natural DMT that is in your brain to begin with.
Yeah.
So
he likened
you're
it
kind
to
of-
you can reach the same state through mastery of meditation and whatnot. He called it cheating.
Right.
Yeah, it is cheating because you kind of like you get to peek above the clouds just for like a few minutes, but then you can never imagine it like going up an elevator and going up to like the highest floor. And then if you use like DMT, you get like to like the highest floor, but then when you go back, like you have to like climb those stairs up there. Like it's just harder, you know what I mean? Like it's and it might not even be possible. There's some like spiritual masters, like yoga masters, Tibetan, like Hindu and
Jedi.
Buddhist monks and stuff that you can go and study with them in Tibet or in holy places. You can go into their monastery and study with them, but they don't accept everyone. In fact, I had a friend who had done a lot of crack, but then he'd kind of turned his life around, went to rehab and everything, but he had like severely damaged his body through doing too many drugs. And he went on a spiritual retreat with some friends, and the monks turned him down. They said, your body is too damaged. You just cannot reach enlightenment in this lifetime because your body is your temple. It's what you worship in, so that's why you need to exercise and stay fit and everything, because that's the channel you can reach enlightenment with. So they actually turned him down because he'd done too much damage to his brain through drugs and alcohol. So you have to understand that it's not irreparable. Your body does not fully regenerate after like a certain amount of trauma, so just be careful when it comes to drugs.
I've never tried it.
Do you know a resurrection spell?
No.
Here's
The only-
something.
Does it exist?
The only things I know like a couple of curses, and I could like
Zombie
and
curse?
one thing I could tell you about is but this would just get into a long thing.
Santeria,
I want to see him make fire out of fucking his hands.
raising the dead.
Menacons.
Hey, this is kind of on the same topic as earlier, but it's kind of off topic a little too. I was at Walmart the other day and I saw some monks, and they were wearing Pumas. And I thought that was kind of funny when I saw it. I was like, "What the fuck are monks doing in Walmart wearing Pumas?"
That makes sense, actually. I wear Pumas.
It is really comfy.
No, actually, they're not very comfortable, but they look damn nice.
Oh.
I don't know. I've never seen a monk in Walmart before. I never seen a monk before, but I never thought in my life that the first place I'd actually see a live monk was in Walmart. I don't like. Let me ask you this, Silly. Or do you have a real name, or should I call you Angel or Silly?
You can call me Silly if you want.
I'd rather call you like Jeff or what's your slave name?
You know, I should like love and tolerate like all the bullshit you put me through, Junkyard, but I think that was the last straw, and I'm just gonna leave.
Well, that's the last straw. I was just asking what your name was.
I know, but you've been pushing me and poking me and poking me, and I've just had enough. I'm going to bed. Good night, guys.
Good night, Silly.
Good night.
Good night.
Good night. That was hilarious.